All right, so Mbolovinaka, everyone. My name is Faranisese Ratu, and I am from Fiji. My project is called the Educational Exchange Young Leaders Advocacy Program. My project treasurer is Lesia Sekilioni, and our project secretary is Marioni Vasu. The project is basically about providing a platform to raise awareness on higher learning opportunities and the resources that's available. It also provides a platform to talk about alternative livelihoods through educational sessions. And at the same time, it's learning more about our Itoke culture, our customary practices, our norms, sort of like a resource hub of a sort. So this was targeted for young Indigenous people from the ages of 16 to 40. Back in 2019, there were, news articles about provincial meetings that were happening, and an article that was released by Fiji Times, it quoted the Assistant Minister for Itoke Affairs, and this was during one of the Tailevu provincial meetings, and it highlighted that rape cases, violence against women, teenage pregnancies, drug abuse, school dropouts, were just some of the issues that were affecting Itoke people. And this was also covered in Fiji Sun, and it published that statistically, Tailevu, which is my province and where I'm concentrating, has the highest numbers of inmates out of all the 14 provinces. And we've been topping that list since 2013. So, I kind of really do believe that access to higher learning and a quality education should be a priority that our villages and our homes should be looking into. And, I'm also the president for my cultural group at my university. And one of the things that I found was that a lot of young people don't, really understand or don't even know some of our cultural and customary practices, protocols like a simple sevu-sevu. And so that is why I wanted to do this project, and that's why it's called educational exchange learning, because it's just that, like an educational learning program for young people, young Indigenous people in the villages, as well as students, to strive for higher learning, to have goals that include higher learning opportunities, and at the same time, learn more about our Indigenous custom and practices so that we preserve it not only for this generation, but also the future generation. So one of the impacts that I hope my project will have on the community is for more young Indigenous people, to make the choice to go back to school, for high school dropouts, to finish their program through the Matua program, and which is really awesome because this is a government initiative for high school dropouts to complete their secondary education, and they'll still have the same opportunities as normal high schools, even after leaving high school at that age, and so, or whatever age really. And I really believe that, and I know that once they make that choice, they'll make more of a positive contribution to their homes, to their families, to their communities, to the village, and to the country. And another goal would be, for young Indigenous people, for us to keep learning more about our Itoke culture and customs and practices, and preserve it not only for this generation, but also for the future generation.